All right, all right, all right. We have a few corrections and updates that we misinformed or we didn't say at all last week on the show. Some of those corrections or updates, Yogi's going to actually get those out to you guys, and then we're actually going to go right into the next section, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But we're going to be talking about some of the games of the year, or any games of the year, per se. So, Yogi, what do you got for us on what did we fuck up on last week?
So yeah, real quick, we got into a whole thing about Dota 2 versus LoL,
Oh God.
and we forgot to mention like one of the biggest things that they released ranked play, and they've been out for a while, and they finally released ranked play. So that's kind of a big deal for people who are more competitive. But for the rest of us, cool, no bigs. But for people that like to do the competitive scene, now you got another way to play Dota 2 without having to go into tournaments or anything. So that's cool. And then they've been running the Frost of Us event. And one of the big things with that event is that it focuses on co-op and getting creep kills. So the champions that you normally would prefer may not be as effective because you might want to get someone with more crowd control,
Mm-hmm.
or AOE damage. So it's pretty neat. And an event that I had missed, they had a for Halloween, which they actually did their Halloween event late in November. They had a candy buckets and a mega Roshan and all this crazy stuff going on. You had to collect candy buckets, and then the candy buckets you could redeem for prizes or whatever. So hopefully
Nice.
they bring stuff like that back. But this is most of their events seem to be that format where
Mm.
you just grind the event and then you collect things, and based on performance you get more of those things, and then those things can be redeemed, traded in for certain things, better things, things for things.
Things for things, right? All right. and and that's something that, if we do miss something, guys, we're gonna make sure that we get you that right information. Just because, like, especially if it's something that we're making sure that we're keeping an eye on for, so you guys can get the updates. I mean, because Dota 2 is played by, is it millions yet? um,
Oh yeah.
hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people. So, of course, and if anybody that watches the show is playing, and they say, well, what about you guys been saying about ranked play? We want to make sure we get that out to you. Now, some of the things like the 2013 year of the indie game. Okay, I did say it wrong. Games of the year. We are gonna get to that here soon, but not yet. The 2013, the year of indie games. Okay, of crowdfunding. Why? I want to ask this question, but I don't. Okay. But
Uh-oh.
Oh, Major Grimheart was asking what games we're looking forward to that are coming out.
tell you the truth, I don't really have anything that I'm really looking forward to at the moment.
Yeah,
I know that's bad, but there's so many things that just came out that I haven't even had a chance to play yet. I
yeah.
mean, I've got Battlefield 4, but I really haven't had a chance to actually play it. Um, I know me and myself and Soldier, we were actually reverting back to Battlefield 3 because we could actually do co-op, and actually play together besides playing in a big, a PvP scene. But and I don't really have any. I'm sure I'll come up with some by next week, by next year. Soldier.
Yeah.
As for me, about the main game I'm looking forward to, and it's already out, it's Starbound, but
Mhm.
I'm not gonna spend the $15 on it. I know that's pretty cheap of me, but Cheap Bastards is kind of. I guess you could see me put my picture right there on Cheap Bastards. I'm still hoping that it comes out on sale on the winter sales for Steam. Um, in the next 4 hours and 45 minutes, they will switch it up again, and I will be able to see if they put it up on the next flash sale. Other than that, I'm still waiting on it. But no, there's no other games I'm typically excited for at this point.
Right. Well, we do have. Have you guys, Yogi? I know you have because you went on about it. Soldier, have you ever played Space Hulk?
Nope.
Okay, it's coming back. You'll get a chance to play it. What's it say? 17 years. It's been gone. Yogi, is that what it says?
Yep.
Now, I have a question for you, Soldier, because I have Yogi's list right here in front of me. What are some of the, and without you looking at the show notes and staring at the show notes, what what, what games do you want to see that you played in the past make a either a just a comeback, whether in graphics or actually more levels or
boy.
just what?
Some of the old classics that were really good. I should have some on my library that I don't know. I suppose. Oh gosh, that is a toughie. I got to remember back because I've only been gaming for about 10 years. That's a toughie.
Well, while he's looking that up, because he's actually looking it up right now on the computer. What did I play before?
He's cheating.
What games have I played? I'm not looking at the list. I'm looking at my
And
list.
I'm gonna let Yogi just read off his own, except for this one right here, and it's like halfway down the list. But I love this game.
Which one?
It's called Air Mech.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if you like getting in a suit of armor, go around and you got some freaking, you look around and everything's tiny, but you're freaking huge, and you got these freaking massive freaking guns on or these giant arms, you feel powerful. Sorry. Just like what's that mech game that's out now? It's the same thing, but the graphics sucked to me. But the game was just great. I loved it.
What a graphics
Sorry.
graphics sucked on Air Mech?
Yeah, man. But here's a list of Yogi's games he would like to actually make a comeback. Panzer Dragon Saga. This is one of the best RPGs ever, and he's got question mark. But he made sure it was RPG ever. So the best one he's ever played. That's right, Yogi, right? Ever.
Yep.
Sure you didn't want to put that in capital letters? He's going to put it in capital letters right now.
It's capital letters and
it's
underlined.
Right, it's right now. Go ahead, Yogi. He's going to finish these off.
Well, first of all, the biggest one that is already being made is Armada Online, and if you play it on Dreamcast, it's a sci-fi space co-op game where you control these little ships, you can upgrade them, and you fight epic bosses. It's like everything I would expect from Starbound, but never really get so far.
Right.
And it's in outer space, so that's really cool. And Armada Online is a Steam Greenlight project right now, so go vote for that and help them gain some traction. That's an awesome game. But yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga, which was on the Sega Saturn, I definitely would love to see that series come back. Skies of Arcadia, which I played on the Dreamcast and GameCube. Illbleed, which was on the Dreamcast. Awesome, really campy horror survival story kind of thing. And it's very episodic. It was like very good at storytelling. You should check that out if you can. Mutant League Football. Even if you don't like sports games, being able to decapitate or maim people in the sports game. Yeah.
Cut off their arms.
Yeah.
Carrying the ball with their right arm. You could sit there and slice at their arm and it'd fall and you see the ball flopping everywhere.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I mean, you can't beat that crap. I
Sorry.
mean,
that's all I said. I didn't try to score in there. I just tried to kill people in that game.
yeah, it's like playing hockey, you know? You don't really have any skills. You just try to kill people.
Hello.
And then Baseball Simulator 2000, which I heard they're working on a spiritual successor of that, but it's actually going to be a tabletop game. I don't know how well that will translate, but I would love to see a video game translation of that game. Because this was the game where Even if you did not, again, if you did not like sports games, especially baseball, you could do weird things like create your own custom team, and you can have your team have rocket jumps. So someone hits a home run, and you're like, nope, rocket jump, caught it. What's up now? Great game to troll your friends with.
Baseball simulator. Isn't that like it was like all metal? Like you could like get bigger bats, and then the people with their uniforms had like metal and shit.
I think it was. But I mean, it was the NES game, so they weren't that detailed.
And the ball was like metal. It wasn't like it wasn't like a regular baseball game. It was like a weird field and.
Well, it depended. Like sometimes, no. It was a regular game, but like everybody had special powers and stuff. Like it was like superheroes playing. Like you could
Right.
throw a fastball that would actually set the ball on fire and then burn someone's bat.
Right. Well, we got a couple other games on here. Let's load that.
Yeah, so I think since this is our New Year episode as well, not just our Christmas episode,
Mhm.
I think we really should mention how there's this trend of spiritual and real successors, remakes of games. You mentioned Air Mech, which is actually a remake of Herzog Zwei or Zwei. I forget how you pronounce it. I'm bad with German, but
Right.
that was a game that was on the Genesis, and it was way ahead of its time, and in many ways was the forefather of MOBA and RTS as we know it today. War for the Overworld, which I think is still on sale on Steam, by the way, as part of the holiday sale. That's actually a remake, a spiritual successor of Dungeon Keeper by Bullfrog. Peter Molyneux.
Mhm.
Before he went on to do his own little thing in all the Fable games. That's one of his first games, and Dungeon Keeper is amazing. The premise of that game is that you have to be good at being evil, and create a dungeon to torture people, keep heroes out, and create minions. It's a fantastic game. Planetary Annihilation, which is kind of like Universe at War meets Total Annihilation. Really hardcore RTS at a massive scale, beautiful graphics. So for you snobs that say the Air Mech graphics suck, Planetary Annihilation should make you very happy in the pants. But what else? Shadow Warrior has had a. Actually, this is I think that may have been. Yeah, Shadow Warrior had a remake. Yep. Mighty Nine, the Mega Man spin-off with Keiji Inafune directing it. So he's Capcom kind of screwed everybody over on that team, and they said, you know what, we'll do our own thing, and it's on Kickstarter right now. So check out Mighty Nine if you like Mega Man, classic Mega Man, side-scrolling, 2D platformer with action and all that good stuff. Check it out and support the Kickstarter. Spelunky is actually a remake of Spelunker from the NES era by a company named Broderbrand.
It's on sale right now.
It is on sale right now. I might be getting it.
So go get it right now.
I already did.
Too bad it's single player though.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them. And are there any games you guys find particularly cool, like that have had remakes or kind of spiritual successors?
No.
Always like, no, I don't want any more remakes. Stop
You
stop
can't
the
remake
sequels.
ditties.
No. Well, the last couple words before we go get to our last 2 cents and worth for this. Basically, what was this called of the year? Yeah, Year of Indie Games, 2013. What is your last? Not your last say on it? Because I'm sure we'll bring this up again. The indie games to look for in 2014, of course.
The last one that I'm looking
Speaking-
forward to.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Mighty Nine, and read that because I can't read right now. My eyes are blurry.
And I'm the one drinking.
Yeah.
So with Mighty Nine, and there's other games out there, but I'm thinking to myself, is there like a trend there with unofficial, unsanctioned projects? Something is that something we can look forward to? With crowdfunding becoming so huge, and we're kind of seeing some development teams, doing reunions on their own when publishers, kind of just screw them over. They're like, well, you know what, we don't need them. I think we're in personally, I think we're in in a ecosystem where